people know it or not, everybody in the state of Wisconsin that has a TAD grant, their programs have been touched by Matt. He was integral in making the TAD program and treatment courts and diversion programs and other justice system improvements across the state what they are today, and allowed us to do our jobs better because he was a part of it at the state level.
I had the pleasure of knowing Matt. I think we probably met around 2010, and our paths continued to cross through various positions that both myself and he held. Matt and I were also neighbors. So we both lived on the east side of Madison, and we discovered this after a while of working together. And so I knew him outside of work as well. I would consider him not only a colleague, but just a really good friend. Matt was a man of few words, but I think his actions spoke for him. He didn't necessarily need to articulate a vision or how he felt about the work that he did, because you saw it through his commitment to the work, and he knew his stuff. He was a subject matter expert, but even that doesn't even really describe it. An expert truly in the work.
He was a great collaborator and had the ability to really bring people together to solve problems. He had just a mind where he could piece together all the different funding streams and all these different projects and programs. He could piece them all together to kind of attack bigger issues in the criminal justice system. So he just had a great way of getting the right people in the room to have the conversations that needed to happen to actually affect change in the criminal justice system.
I don't know when he didn't work. He would email me, call me all hours of the day and night. I would wake up and I'd have emails from him at 2, 3 in the morning. He had ideas, he had to scratch them down, he had to send them to somebody. His commitment to the work didn't start at 8 and end at 4:30. It was around the clock, and I think he inspired all of us.
He brought millions of federal dollars into Wisconsin, and it helped so many different criminal justice entities fund the programs that were built to help individuals in the criminal justice system who otherwise would have been incarcerated and not received the help that they needed.
My entire career, and certainly the entire time I knew Matt, I worked in the Department of Corrections. We've got a lot of people that do a lot of great things in the Department of Corrections. And Matt never worked in the Department of Corrections, yet I would say that he has had as much, if not more, impact on the Department of Corrections than any person that has even worn the DOC badge.
I was really happy when I heard that they were nominating Matt, because he did give so much of his life to his work and to the work of the treatment courts and the diversion programs. That was his favorite. It was what he enjoyed the most. I'm happy that he will be remembered for all of the work he did around the state. It was really remarkable.
If I could say one thing about him, it is that he worked for DOJ. He worked behind the scenes. He was not a practitioner out making the difference in people's lives every day, counseling people over the desk in a probation office or, running a group in a prison. Yet I bet he impacted more people's lives than any of those people, the other people that did those things that are direct client service, because of the way he shaped the TAD program in the state of Wisconsin to be what it is today. The impact he had on so many lives from people that will never know him. They won't know who Matt is, but they've had an opportunity because of that work through TAD that wouldn't have been there had he not been such an advocate of it. So
I thank him And I think we should all thank him. And I'm very proud that he is being recognized and getting this award, because he absolutely deserves it. And he's a guy that's behind the scenes. He doesn't want to take the recognition. He doesn't want to be up on stage collecting the award. So I'm so glad that we're able to give this to him. I'm sorry that it's not in person, but he absolutely deserves an Aulik Award. And I thank him for being a part of my work for as long as he was.